Race number 3 on the programme, first leg of the first double trio, and it's a Class 4 over the 1200 metres, headed by Lang Tai Sing, drops into Class 4 company for the first time. Star of Patch, first up since the end of January. Super Eurostar, big winner last time out. He'll roll forward from barrier 6. Money Winner, runner up behind Mordicus last time. Peace Combination, more pace off the inside, and Corre Rapido makes his seasonal return.
Your old Corre Rapido, yeah. Well, it's small field, so we'll see how this pans out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Peace Combination from gate 1 bombs on. He's been running over shorter. His 1200 record's not very good, but he should be there or thereabouts in the early stages. Super Eurostar's been running really well of late, so he will probably be injecting pace. And Lang Tai Sing is a dangerous lurker down in this grade for the first time.
He is. Here's Star of Patch. Now, he's had some knee issues, that's why he's been off the scene, and he's put on 26 pounds, but he's a horse I think looks good for putting on that weight. We were talking about that earlier on. So I think he's going to run really well. And his track work there, it was just a nice slow piece. Then he's backed up with an even slower piece. But I just thought I'd show it. I mean, those knee issues don't appear evident to me anyway. And I know how he feels with the knees as you get on in life. But like he's moving nicely enough there. Super Eurostars, like he's in great form, and he's won his last 2. He came up from Class 5, won in Class 4, and Matthew Poon will take 7 pounds off. He's working with a higher rated horse than Razor Quest and going really nicely. All
right, yeah, Super Eurostar, he surprised certainly me a little bit with the manner of that victory, or this victory right now we can have a look at. With Matthew Poon taking 7 pounds off, he's actually got a pound less on his back, otherwise identical conditions. Yeah, so he's a sort of winner without penalty in this race, isn't he? I mean, I must admit I wasn't that keen on his chances from gate 9 in this race, but he proved me completely wrong here. It wasn't the strongest race of all time. This is a bit tougher, although, again, there's not a huge amount of depth to this race, fairly small field, so similar sorts of conditions for him here. And Matthew Poon taking off those 7 pounds, anything's possible given the way he's running.
Yeah, I've got one to beat him, but I think he'll run well.
Yeah, I think he's very dangerous. So caught me out there, but
me too.
once bitten, twice shy, I suppose. We'll move on to Money Winner, the next one we'll have a look at here. Him finishing second on this occasion behind, we've already seen it, behind Mordicus, who was pretty impressive, but he was best of the rest. Yeah,
I thought it was a really good run from him, and his track work wasn't that good leading into this particular race. And I thought he ran really nicely. His track work since has been okay as well, so I've managed to find a spot for him, again, on a minor line, but look, he did everything right here, and you take Mordicus out of the race, you know, he'd run second, but the thing is, again, I don't think it was the strongest race in the world.
No, it wasn't, but it was a promising run, and yeah, he certainly merits consideration here.
And one thing I'll just say, he hasn't been with Me Toy for long either. So that's only
OK, still could be some improvement to come. Douglas White on board from barrier 4. We haven't seen Star of Patch for a while. Start of the year is the last time we saw him. Let's learn more about how he's been getting on with trainer Paul O'Sullivan.
Paul, we haven't seen Star of Patch of the races since the end of January. What's kept him away for so long?
He had a chip in his knee, and which has been removed, and it all looks pretty good there. And he was going to race right at the end of the season, and he got a temperature just before the race, so that's the reason for his long absence between runs.
What's the process been like getting him back?
Yeah, pretty good. He's had a couple of trials. He's got pretty tough constitution, and probably needed the 2 trials to prepare him for this, but both his trials were fine, and he's certainly a better horse on the grass than what he is on the dirt.
What's his condition like then going into this first up run?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. You know, naturally enough, he's going to take some benefit from the run, but you know, the biggest concern is the gate. He's on the outside, so he's going to have to give him a bit of a start, but he has in the past finished very strongly.
He has. It's the time off the track, I suppose. It's quite a nice trial, wasn't it? There's no two ways about that.
Yeah, and look, I think he will get back. So the gate doesn't really worry me too much, because as Paul just said there, he has come from the back before, and he's got a really good turn of foot, this horse. So, and it was interesting, Paul says that he works better on the grass than the dirt anyway. He's more of a grass horse. So once he gets onto the grass, I think we're going to see a marked improvement. I think he's going well. I think it'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, his win on New Year's Day was very, very good, really promising. So, yeah, I think he's got to be really respected.
And he has come up favourite, despite the wide draw and the time for the track as well. 3:20 at the moment. Does he feature for you, Paul?
Yeah, he's on top. I do like him, so I'm going to put him on top, Star of Patch. To beat Super Eurostar, he's going for the hat-trick. Lang Tai Sing, as John said, he's quite well rated. He's won off a rating of 67 before, so he's a Class 3 race. But he should have probably won more than he has. That's a question mark I've had. And then Money Winner was a nice run for second last time. I'll just back the 2 here. I think he's a nice horse. 2, 5, 1 and 8.
Yeah, very similar scenario for me. Same numbers, slightly different order. Same best play as well in this race too. Star of Patch should win, and the trial was pretty good as well. We've touched upon that. Money Winner is definitely promising. Lang Tai Sing, wouldn't be surprised if he ran well. And Super Eurostar is in the form of his life at the moment at 2, 8, 1 and 5 for me.
Yeah, I'll have exactly the same 4 numbers as well, but I think Super Eurostar might just pull it off as well with Matthew's claim.